My team and I had conflict this morning. So my team and I had a little bit of conflict this morning. And by conflict, I mean that I, in my CEO founder mindset, high quick start in the Kolbe, for those of you that know Kolbe, was moving really, really fast and making changes on the fly and really being the visionary of the company and basically sending people in 10 different directions. So I just fully want to own that. If my team is watching this, we've already cleaned this up, but you create a little bit of contraction. So I'm offering this to you because I want to see if this is familiar to you. And I always like to use examples of myself and where I've messed something up in leadership in service of helping other people see where they might do this and hopefully getting a little bit of wisdom of how to do it differently next time. So here's the scoop. We're as always, as every company, we're always like pivoting and doing new things. And I do tend to get in my visionary and take off and get going really quickly. And when I do that, it can create a lot of contraction and extra work and noise on the team. So I don't know if any of you have worked with a visionary founder before, or if your boss or somebody on your team or your leadership team or whatever may fit the bill of what I just said. But we're pretty plentiful out in the world with the way we lead. And the reason for telling the story is not necessarily to have you learn how to work with your visionary founder or your CEO more effectively or your leader, but actually to learn how to work with conflict on the team and to notice what's happening when there's conflict on the team so you can get in front of it really, really quickly. So here's how it went down for us. I started going, paying attention to all the Zoom faces because our entire company is virtual, still always has been. I don't know, will always be in some way, shape, or form. But noticed on the meeting that everyone started to get quiet. And then I started to notice people's faces. And then I started to notice that nobody was really contributing. They were just being quiet and letting me go. And then I realized that things felt really, really hard. So if you, as a leader, are leading a meeting, you've noticed this before. This has likely happened to you before. The art is in noticing it, and instead of plowing through it, being able to stop. So what we ended up doing was, as I noticed what was happening, noticed people getting quiet, I got really present with myself, and I noticed the energy I was bringing to the table, and it was not really present energy. I was in react mode, and my team was then reacting to me, and the way they were reacting to me is they were getting quiet. So all we did is we named it. All we did was we named it and just said, you know what? I just noticed that I am taking us down a weird rabbit hole that is not productive right now. I'm sorry. Let's stop. Let's back up. Then the team was able to actually speak to what was going on for them. We were able to clean it up in the moment versus hanging on to it or everyone going in 10 different directions. We rebooted as a team, and then we moved on with our lives. And it all took about 3 minutes. This whole process took about 3 minutes, from noticing it to cleaning it up to adjusting the direction we're going to go. And just to bring us back, we were able to bring it back and continue on with the energy of the meeting and what was supposed to happen. So we ended up being productive. Now, here's what's really funny about that. Our team meeting today finished up 12 minutes earlier than it normally does. We were actually more productive because we had created the safe space to name what was happening, to push back on what was happening. Because I think I don't think I said rabbit hole. I think one of my team members said, wait, we're going down a really weird rabbit hole. Yes, one of my team members, fortunately, had the courage to say that. And then from there, we were able to adjust. So why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because so many times people say that they don't have time to do the IEP work. They don't have time to focus on their intentions, their energy, their presence, and how they're showing up. They don't have time. In fact, we just got a notification from somebody saying their company had chosen not to invest in doing this work because they don't see the importance of it. I get it. I totally get it. This work is not for everybody. But if you care about honest collaboration, if you care about doing design and having really good customer service and having your people be able to do their best work together, if you do care about that, then you want to pay attention to your intentions, your energy, and your presence. You want to actually pay attention to this methodology. You want to pay attention to it. So if you look at what just happened with my team, the thing that was present there that is so often missing in traditional meetings. The thing that was present there was the ability to be really present, to notice what wasn't going right, and the psychological safety to speak up and go, whoa, 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 uncle, we're moving in the wrong direction. That's what I see missing so often. And so I'm not telling you this to say that our team has it all figured out and it's all perfect and look at us. I'm not saying it at all. I'm saying it because in that moment when we finished up earlier, one of our team members said, this is the benefit of having an authentically positive energy workplace. This is the benefit of being an authentically positive energy workplace. And I said, who, us? And they said, yeah, this is the benefit. We get to tell the truth. We get to speak up. We get to save a ton of time on noise and ambiguity and anxiety and all that stuff that we can focus on actually working on the work. So if this is of interest to you, if this feels important to you, an invitation to really start paying attention to the energy that you're creating in your meetings, the way that you're showing up in your meetings, the full permission you have as a team to be able to call stop, even if it's your CEO or your leader or whoever, your customer even. That's the benefit of creating a positive energy workplace. If you don't have a positive energy workplace, what that would have looked like, let's just say we didn't have agreements in place. We didn't have a level of IP as a team. If we did not have that, what that would have looked like is I would have continued to exhaust everybody. I would have sent them in literally 10 different directions. We would have wasted a ton of time and energy on noise, frustration. They would have gotten off of the call. They would have gone and started to do something different. They would have been frustrated with me. I would have felt that frustration. I would have just kept going. I probably would have made up something around it. They would have been making stuff around it. And then what's happening is nobody's actually focusing on what we need to be focusing on, which is being in service of connecting and creating and doing really good work. So that is your little commercial today for why it's important to do the work around the soft skills, which are really platinum, titanium, golden, magical skills of intentional energetic presence and creating a positive energy workplace. We are looking for 10 companies this year to really dig into this work with us in really light ways, but also very meaningful ways by the end of 2023. So if this is of interest to you, if you would like to create an environment with your team, if you'd like to create an environment in your company where you can actually have more honest collaboration and you can stop it when stuff is going off the rails, and you can save the energy and the pain that comes with a lack of psychological safety. If you're interested in doing that, reach out. I'd love to talk with you. We're doing something very special for the next 10 companies that join us. So DM me or reach out to my team, community@activechoices.com, and we'll talk. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And may you show up in a way at your next meeting that is present and pays attention to what's happening. And if you are taking your team on a wild goose chase, or you're not present, or you're not showing up the way you want to be, just do a nice reboot and start over. Okay. Take care of yourself.